person looking to start my own business, what are the steps I have to take that you probably went through to get your business started?
Well, first you have to, of course, establish a business name. You have to then register your business with whatever state you're with, LLC or corporation or incorporated. That's important as well.
Okay. So you mentioned that it was some parts of your business. Can you explain the three different sections and what each one is responsible for?
Yes, we actually have three different, segments to the company. We have a retail, which focuses on our gourmet prepared meals, what I explained earlier, more about higher end quality for working professionals. We have a second, which is commercial food service, which is a mass production where we do over 3,000 meals a day.
That for the schools?
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have a third. The third one is our catering. We do catering for events, companies, and weddings and stuff like that. So we have three different segments of our company.
All right. So you said you got catering to like have you been able to talk to other people within this field, maybe get some ideas from them about what they've done? How do you network and in terms of other people in this food business?
Well, in the food business, it's kind of weird. Like other companies really don't want to talk to you because you're their competition.
Right.
That's just like Wendy's calling McDonald's and saying, can you give me some advice on this? It's not gonna happen. So in the food business, and I think mainly because it's extremely competitive, and when you're dealing with recipes and you're dealing with a whole lot of different secrets, and you don't share that because that's what really sets your product apart from the competition. Like we both can make filet mignon, but if the flavor and the seasonings on your filet mignon is 10 times better than mine, that's what sets your product apart from mine.
Okay. And what sets your food apart from other people in this business?
I think what set us aside from everyone else is our quality, and we make everything from scratch. I have the talent and the skills for us to make everything. We don't have to go to Sam's to get hors d'oeuvres. We can make our own. We can make cheese sticks out of hardened cheese and make a pesto dip out of it. That's the appetizer right there. So I have a lot of excellent chefs that compliment me. That way we have the ability to make food like that. We make it from scratch.
How do you recruit your chefs?
Put them through a test. It's like a real rigorous test.
Yeah.
In front of them, you put a recipe, or actually the hardest one, there is no recipe. You put fresh ingredients there, and you say, okay, well, I need you to make me a tomato concasse. Or
it's kind of like Iron Chef, like
it's pretty much like Iron Chef, but we don't have all that other stuff up there.
Yeah.
But, right, to see how because there's gonna be times where your chefs and your cooks it's gonna say something don't go right. You still got to make it work. You got 3,000 meals to prepare. You don't have time to run up to a food service company or have somebody deliver something. How you gonna make it work? Say you're short on barbecue sauce, and you need it to finish out something, a glaze. I expect them to know the basics of a barbecue sauce. You go make it from scratch: mustard, ketchup, brown sugar, some other secret ingredients, and you got you a perfect barbecue sauce. You don't have to go to the store to get it. We got it here.
Okay. All right. In terms of I wanted to hit on this real quick. In terms of failure, how do you handle something that doesn't go right with the business? If there's anything that you had that's happened or whatever, how did you handle it and how did you bounce back from that?
Okay. Failure, I don't deal with failure. I hate failure. I played sports my whole life. This is, to me, by me not playing football, this is like my football field. Because, this is what I do. And you can talk trash and, show somebody why you're the best. And that kind of represents, in sports. You play sports to show your competition why you're the best. I think I look at failure as I don't look at it as feeling. I look at it as going on to something different. You know, I'm a little, um, optimistic when it comes to things like that. Because I always say, okay, well, the grass is always green on the other side. You know, just because I feel that this, that means I got something bigger coming. You know, it's been a time where, one of the companies that we were supplying just went out of business. Came one day and the doors were shut. You know, and keep in mind, they were spending, tens of thousands of dollars with us. You know, so with that closing, I could have just packed my bag and say that, the hell with business, I quit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but what I did, I said, okay, well, let me replace that. Let me go. It just made me work harder to keep wanting to add on and add on. That way, I never have a point where if I did lose something, it would affect me. You know, it would be a dent, but it won't make my business. I wouldn't have to close the doors.
So you have so many layers to it. Like if one part falls off, you got other things to fall
I have
back
something
on.
else to fall back on.
Okay.
And I kind of learned that lesson from, when I was coming out of college and I put all my eggs in that one basket with getting that job for Pfizer. I don't want to do that anymore. So that's why I branched off. I did the catering, the gourmet meals, and then the commercial. Say one is lacking, you can draw from the other. You always they always say in business you have to diversify, and I consider that, diversification.
Any major like magazines or things you read up on to keep abreast of what's going on and feel they make you more successful?
I would probably say, what is it I read? I read Black Enterprise. I read Business Weekly. I read The Ink. I read Entrepreneurs Mag. I read a lot of different, magazines and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. So like, where you want to see the company ultimately? Like what would be like dream spot for you in terms of this business?
My dream spot is actually to be Kroger's, a major grocery store supply chain. To basically, we want to be their number one provider, and that's the goal. And that's what I'm working towards now. To be, when you go there, you buy their product, what really is ours, like private label.
Yeah.
I want to be there. That's my goal, to be their number one provider. And I know we probably gonna have to choose one, because you're not gonna be able to do, two different, grocery chains. Like we can't do Meijer and we can't do Kroger because of course, the competition.
Right.
So,
and that helps for you now, because they're gonna be bidding for you.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like I said, our product is so much different than everyone else's. I think that's what really sets me apart. Because anybody can go to Sam's and warm up some food, but how are you when it's time to, make 4,000 meals and they got to be there? You get one day in advance and they got to be there the next day by 1 o'clock.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give you a 30-second pitch for your company, and also provide us the website if you have it about Auntie's Food. So
Okay. Auntie's Food, of course, we started off doing gourmet prepared meals, and we evolved from that to commercial food service, where now we're doing over, like I said, 3,000 meals a day. And we also have catering, where we're providing large companies with their food service. Actually, a lot of Fortune 500, which is good for us, because we have the skill and the ability to supply all those meals. You're not gonna be able to find that many. You're not gonna be able to find, that many companies who can supply huge numbers of food and still be excellent, chef quality.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not gonna find it. The bus stop's here with us for that. And that's not being, arrogant, but I'm pretty confident in our food and what we provide. So our website is actually www.auntieshomemadefood. And actually, within the next couple weeks, you'll actually be able to get on our website and order, and we will send you the product directly to your doorstep. See, so that's another area we evolved in. We took away from. We wanted to make it even easier for our customers. Instead of them having to make a trip to our location, we take it to them.
Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks a lot, man, for your information, and best of luck with your business.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Somebody who want excellent homemade quality food.